Hi, I'm Tracy Radley and welcome to Transmission Tuesday, light language healing activation, helping you on your ascension journey. Apologies, I'm a day late this week. Yesterday was pretty intense, as the past few weeks have been months, years. But yesterday I just wasn't in the capacity to do it. I had a lot of deep down the rabbit hole black stuff coming up and out of me, and it meant a lot of tears and a lot of bed rest, so I just had to nurture myself through that yesterday. I'm not quite 100% energetically buzzing wise, but I'm a lot better than I was, so here I am today bringing this video to you. If you watched last week, you would have seen I was in amazing alignment. I woke up with my next step given to me finally, and everything just felt right with it, about my new next destination. And I'll share with you what actually happened from after that video. So basically everything felt right. Energetically, I'm already in the other country. I'd left this, I'm gone. And when it came into the practicalities of it, the energy level just started to deflate a bit and deflate a bit more and deflate a little bit more until it was just into overwhelm, and then I just stopped. 4 flights, different country, no idea about it, and then the excitement just went into overwhelm, and I just went, okay, I just got to sit with this a bit longer. And then a few other things happened last week and over the weekend, and it's just really activated more downloads, more clearings, feeling my insides getting stretched and pulled and recoded. And that's really tiring. Like, this has been going on for years, and it just keeps stepping up and stepping up and stepping up. So I do actually spend a lot of time being still, being what from the physical looks very non-productive to my ego at times feels very unproductive, but my bigger aspects, the larger part of me, knows exactly what's happening, and I need to be still a lot. So hence this is what I'm doing. So I did actually move locations last week. I'm still in San Cristobal area in Mexico, but I've moved out a little bit more into a more rural-ish part of it, so it's a bit quieter. There's grass, there's trees, and I'll be here for a few weeks, and it's my preparation stage for the next move. It's not about putting my mind into I'm staying here and I'm booking these flights and I'm going this way. It's allowing the resistance in me to come up and out, so those other things line up easier. So like I said, when I woke up last Tuesday, it was like, this is it. This is where I'm going. I know I'm going, and I'm already energetically there. The physical, on the other hand, did not agree with that. And obviously, so there's that conflict, and I'm pretty sure you've gone through experiences, and if you haven't, you will, where you've got the inner turmoil going, you like, this is right, this is so right. And then there's another part of you where the resistance comes up and makes the excuses. So that's what happened with me last week. And what I could feel is, because my energy was in this other area, there's a lot of shifts taking place there for me already. I'm already, like I said, there, but what that's doing, that's filtering in and bringing up stuff in my physical body, the cellular memories and other collective stuff, clearing with that. And I need to process that in the space that I'm in now to make the next step easier when I get there. So I've had to accept this is another purging and alignment time for me in preparation, that this will then kind of line up into balance, and then that when I make those bookings, when those things happen, it will happen easier. So I know without a doubt the new country's there, and I've been waiting years for this to happen, and now it's getting closer. But this is also a big closing of this part of my life. Like, these last 10 years is about to close down following this next destination. So on the deeper levels, it's bringing up the resistance, because there's parts of me that are holding on and they don't want to let that go. They want to keep those last bits of control and knowing and those type of things. But the other part of me is going, nah, no more. So yeah, I'm resolving that now as much as I can before I get to the next destination, to make that a lot easier. And then following that destination, it's a whole new chapter. So it's not anything to do with the place specifically. I'm never anywhere as a tourist. It's all energetically aligned that I need to be at places for particular reasons from a different perspective than what the physical body appears to be there for. So that's what's going on with me. So I'm just doing my work, just sitting with what comes up, a lot of sitting. It's the way I interpret it, or I say to people, it's almost like being the monk's life of, you know, meditation, going in, dealing with your stuff because there's less distractions in my life, but doing it in a way that I'm getting plotted around the globe to do other things from an energetic perspective. And that's actually quite challenging on a different level, because I'm not going to places to be a tourist. I'm not going and having fun adventures. I'm there literally just so my energy is there to do what it needs to do. And my physical just comes along for the ride and has to kind of ride the waves of what happens with that, with those different vibrations that come through my system for clearing and upgrading, as well as my own karmic stuff coming through. And while the monk's life is that there's always the monasteries, there's always a roof over your head, there's always food provided. That's not the case for me. While I live that way a lot, I still have on top of that, where am I going to sleep? Where is it going to happen? What location do I need to be in? And that's okay. I know that's part of my journey, but it does add that extra physical challenge to be moving all the time, to like owning hardly anything. And that's fine. I actually don't mind it that way. But the income flows can be fluctuated as I go off to do the bigger galactic stuff. I'm not communicating with people. Like, I'm not in that capacity because I'm getting used in another way. And sometimes it's months and months and months on end. And then I'm able to connect with the world again in a different way. So these videos have actually been really important for me, as a lot of the time this is like my connection with the outside world. And sharing my journey and what I'm able to do with the light language and the recoding and the psychic surgery. Hopefully it's benefiting you on the other ends. So this video is going to be for helping you be at peace when the resistance comes up. You know, as I've experienced it again this week, with when you know something's right, but it's just not quite the right time yet, because the layers come up of resistance that you need to move through. And that's okay. Like, it's going to happen. It's part of the journey. It's that you've got to love and nurture yourself and accept that's part of it. We can't always just jump straight into it. Sometimes we can, and that's great. Sometimes I can just pick up and move countries, no problem. Within a couple of days I've moved countries and it's no problem. But for this situation, it's different, and I've had to accept that. It's like, as I was buzzing last week on the video, like, yeah, this is so perfect. I feel absolutely friggin' awesome. There's another part that triggered that said, hold on, not yet. There's more drudging to bring up and out, so you can actually align better when you get there and do that part of the journey you need to do easier. And that's just as it is. And it's going to be the same for you too. So if it is, you're okay where you are, wherever you're going to be on the soul level and those higher aspects, you're going to get there. Don't worry about the timing. Don't worry about what the ego says. It's got to be now. Even though those programs are there, we can work through them. Ultimately, we are where we are exactly at the time we need to be there. There's no such thing as time in, you know, ultimate truth. So we're going to get there. We're going to get to where we need to be for our higher purpose and our higher calling. And we just have to accept every now and then the ego is going to kind of throw a little spanner in the works that does the now, I want control. It's got to be here, it's got to be now, and it's got to come in this way. And that's not the case. That's the programs we're getting out of. But it takes trust and it takes surrender. So, you know, I've been doing this for many years and I can tell you, you'll be fine. All right. It does get easier once you learn to accept and you can observe when these things happen. So yesterday, and actually this whole time, like, I just observe myself doing it. I can have my own little pity party for a while where I go, oh, woe is me. But I'm watching myself do it and I understand it's because there's an aspect of me that's trying to hold on, that doesn't want to let go, and that's okay. It's just don't dwell in it and just nurture myself and allow myself to get that out of my system. And it always goes, like, until the next layer comes up, and that's just how it's going to be. And the sooner we come at peace with that, the better it is for the journey. It makes it smoother because you understand the cycles that you go through for your own evolution, and this is part of it. So in saying that, I'll bring this transmission through for you if you want to close your eyes and open your heart. Si atutate kesan sa ulela la esunta eskira ushkenata ateki kia wale lo samsa wala akushkira tuta kenesela eskere hewala sansa leo santa etu kaskaneti tiwala siata ne kaskura hunta tawala esunate titike santa Lawasiata meo santa te okante santa te ulale utante itu askenita me ola etu ne ukate u aleskante iskanita te o alele unta ete e ola ale otate iskanda sulala leleska sususala keshkante te tu kaskanta Tato maske ilula ela salula yasa saula yasan se te ola kaneshkere titi miotate ke sante atokate te otate te osansa uhale sense sihi la 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 sense masun sanse se sula sanse Malesinsi, elosa, meosansa, seola etu, tiota, eota, tante kere sen, senekeshante, te tu corasanse, saola lele sense, susa sanse, se la casansa, masu sanseleke, seola tete, salocatente, salola sansa, salekeshuatete, Teoa sansa sunsa la kesunta eshante. Te toka sansa saluka sanse. Seso salaka sansa samashana karese se ilokatante te aloka sansa luka shanta. Taramaka sensu laka shante. Teola la sensa la kesunsa. Sanokade tenekere sansa. Sansu sumake sansa no kara sansa sansanamaka shante. Tenamaka tente teo sansamaka. Shanama shenake sansamakate. Okay, there's this week's transmission for you. You know you can listen to it as many times as you're guided to help with the new layers that come up. Just been told to say thank you for those who have subscribed recently and added comments for my videos or emailed me directly. It's really lovely to hear from you. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. There's a link somewhere here. And for those that have stuck with me for a while, thank you. I appreciate you being part of this community. I'm really grateful that you're on the other end of these videos because you're helping me fulfill my purpose, bringing it back into the human form where I'm not always in the galactics. So, you know, it's a benefit for my physical being able to communicate with you. So thank you very much for that. I'm getting 2 other reminders. One is if you get benefit from these videos, there's an exchange button below if you're aligned to place an energetic exchange there through PayPal. If you're in a position to, it's greatly appreciated. And last week I mentioned I had a space for a couple of people to take onto my mentoring program. So that's the one-on-one guided supports, activations, getting you into that higher aligned space faster for your journey. So if you're aligned with me and you want to explore a bit more what that is, just contact me. My email's below and we can arrange a time to chat. There is only one space there now. So if you feel that alignment and you just want to look into it, there's no obligation. We just see if we're compatible. So I want you to get the best out of your experience, and that's only going to happen if we're the right fit. So we just explore that opportunity to work together. You know, if that's you, you'll feel it in your heart, your soul will be saying, get in contact. That's cool. And I will sign off now, I think. Yep, okay. It's just gone to a blank, so that's me for today. Oh, no, there's something else I just got told to tell you. Reminding you that even when you feel alone, you're never alone, okay? There's always support around you. Just tune into your heart to feel that come through. If you feel at times you're not supported, there is actually a small video on my Facebook page, which is just Tracy Radley. And at the start, it's just, I'm sending it through a video. There's just unconditional love placed in that video, as there are in these ones. So just tune into that and you'll get my vibes come through. But it's just a reminder that you're not alone on this journey. If you're not feeling that you're getting support and people there for you in the physical, because I certainly get that. Yesterday I could have done with a physical hug, no one could do the work for me, but to have someone there would have been friggin' awesome. But you know, it's not the case. You're just gotta suck it up and deal with it. But if you just want to know there's somebody there that gets it, just check out that video on my Facebook page or come back to one of these, because they are full of love and support for you on your journey. So I think now that one is it, and hopefully I'll catch you sometime next week. Have a good one. Bye.